everybody, GT Cam here once again. So somebody asked me why I don't mess with Icon Ratchets more. I have one I really like, which is this little stubby 1/4 inch thing with rather heavy back drag for what it is. The only way I would improve this is to make a version of it with a 3/8 anvil, but it's really pretty much the only Icon ratchet I get into. And the reasons for that are threefold. First and foremost, they don't have a quick release version, and I like my occasional quick release ratchet. So right off the get-go, that doesn't work for me. For those wondering why I like quick release ratchets, despite the fact they're a little bit weaker, two things. One, you probably aren't going to exert enough force on it without a cheater for it to matter. And two, I don't like leaving extensions and sockets stuck to things in places that are hard to reach. That's one of my challenges. So, first and foremost, there's no quick release. Second, they don't offer a locking flex head. I don't like just standard flex heads with no lock. I've had issues with it in the past, and I just refuse to deal with that. So if there's no locking option, I'm not doing it. I might make an exception for roto heads. I'm still Jeff over there, Jeff's Garage Adventures, has kind of convinced me, and somebody else mentioned, I want to say it was one of the KTCs or something, I don't remember for sure. But anyway, so no locking flex head and no quick release. And then the other thing is, my preference for a lot of cases, at least in 3/8 and half drive, is I want a long 4 drive size handle. So for those of you that have been watching the channel for any length of time, understand that I am partial to, say, a 10 to 12 inch handle on a 3/8 ratchet and a 15 to 17 or so on a 1/2 inch ratchet. Not to say that I don't like my occasional 1/2 inch ratchet with much longer. I would really, at this point, really like a standard old proto pear head like they've been making for decades, probably almost 100 years now if I had to guess. Maybe not quite, 75, anyway. But I can't find a 1/2 or 3/4 drive with a handle as long as I would like. Because if I'm gonna have a 1/2 drive in one of those, I'd really like to see it be 24 inches, or if it was a 3/4 drive, say 30 inches would be great. But anyway, so there you have it. That is really what it comes down to. They don't have a long enough they don't have any options for long for length or anything that's long enough for my like in the handle. They don't have a locking flex head option, and to get a long for length version, by the way, you have to go to the non-locking flex head. So we get back to the non-locking flex head option, and then there's no quick release. So when Icon and / Harbor Freight decides to start offering stuff that meets those little things that I like to see in ratchets, I'm probably not going to mess with them much. Maybe at some point I will in the future. Maybe they'll offer some more. God knows there's plenty of room in their product line for them to expand. But for the time being, I don't see it, so that's why I don't mess with their ratchets that much. Anyway, on that note, you all have a good day. GT Cam out.